friends, this is the, yeah, don't look at my hair. This is the MrsVolfie from our half-acre homestead, and today we're going to start our seeds. Now, normally I would have done this before now. It's the first week of April, but I'm just starting herbs, and yeah, I caved. I found some purple Cherokee tomatoes, and I'm going to start them. So let's get these started, and hopefully I'll have room in my grow box, my marijuana grow box, for my tomatoes and stuff, because they're going to need a bit of a head start more than I'm already giving them. So what I have here is just one of those trays with peat pellets. Now I used to put the seeds in each individual little thing and then pour the water in, and then the seeds would spray all over the place. So we are going to just pour some water into the tray, and as they start to swell, we're just going to make sure they pop back down and stay in their spots so that they don't float. That's another problem. See what I mean? If you put your seeds in those things and then poured water on them to soak, it just wouldn't work. Oops. Now while these are soaking up their water, wipe up my water, I'm going to make tags for them. Now there are 6 rows here. And that's another reason I bought tomatoes, is because I only have 5 rows of herbs, or 5 packets of herbs. I didn't buy sage this year because my sage plant did grow over the winter. The rest that I transplanted did not, and I probably could have taken better care of them. So there's basil, parsley, oregano, and cilantro, and purslane. Purslane is actually a weed, and you will find this. It's a succulent weed, and you can find it. I used to find it growing all around my garden in when I lived in Ontario. But this has got a tasty, this is what it says, tasty lemon-scented herb is popular in European cuisine. The large, succulent, mild, tangy leaves contain high amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, providing extra nutrition when added to salads. Okay. These can go directly into the garden, so we're not going to start them. Directly into the garden. Well, okay, these ones say start indoors, start indoors, start indoors, once danger of frost is past. Okay, so we actually only have 3 that we want to start, and if you notice, these are starting to swell up, which is an awesome thing. And we want lots of water. Why? Because you got to make sure these pucks are stuck down in their things or they'll float out. You got to make sure there's lots of water because the seeds are starting. Right? So if you're starting seeds, they need a lot of moisture right off the bat. That's something else I want to talk to you about. This only goes on until the seeds have sprouted and have gotten their first 2 little baby leaves. You take this off after that, or they'll get too much moisture and dampen off. Let's start with the tomatoes because they're the biggest one. These are purple Cherokee tomatoes. I just love them. Now they are indeterminate, which means they'll wander all over the place. So these will need to be staked. And I'm just going to put my last few seeds in here. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the label from here, and then I'm just going to close this, make sure they're all down in the bottom, and save this for next year, if I don't get seeds from here. Now, we're just going to take our little thing that says tomato Cherokee purple, and I'm going to staple it here, and I'm going to staple it to the side of my thing. Okay, so what you see here is from here over, is all purple Cherokee tomatoes. And we'll know that because I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 more in these rows, so we'll know these 3 are the purple Cherokee. All right. Now, I don't have to fill these all with basil, but you know what, folks? I'm pretty sure those little pots of basil you get aren't just one plant. I think there's several. And then I'm just going to start sprinkling my basil seeds. Staple it there, put it here, and I staple it way to the inside so that I can put the lid on here still. Okay, parsley, make sure it doesn't get into the other ones. May look like a lot, but you know what? You can share. And I think I'll save that for next year. Now, like mint, oregano is extremely aggressive. You may want to plant these in your herbs in a planter, which I'm going to do this year because Papa's going to build me a planter for next to my steps or on my railing. These are uber tiny seeds. They're like grains of sand or smaller. And Daddy's going to build me a nice big long flower box for the railing, aren't you, Papa, for my herbs?
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah, if I'm lucky, he said. Now, honestly, folks, you don't necessarily need one of these. You could plant these in any kind of tray that has a ripply bottom so that they don't sit in water. And you could put newspaper over these until they sprout. But first, we're going to go into the side where the larger seeds are, the tomatoes, or in the corner. And we're going to top up our water. So you want to make sure that they get an equal amount. You don't want standing water. Oops, there goes a tomato seed. This is why you water them, not directly on them. You water them. Where did my other seed go? There it is. Okay. These are all well saturated, I hope. Look at these basil seeds. It's like they're a chia seed almost. They're almost a chia seed. They swell up. They got like a gelatin around them as soon as you get them wet. Isn't that weird? So. And there we go. There we go. See? My little things stay inside. This is the MrsVolfie from our half-acre homestead saying we'll be back in a few days when these start to sprout. Take care, God bless.